Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, and I think the last thing I posted was our Disneyland Paris trip, and I did promise you that there would be some more surprises, up and coming trips, and there was meant to be an up and coming trip this year. However, COVID-19 happened and we made the choice to change our holiday from this year to next. There's a couple of things that were involved in that decision, and actually it's worked out way better for us. So I just wanted to share a bit about what's going on, what we have started to plan, kind of what's happening. So yeah, we were meant to go in August. I was already a little bit worried about August because I hear how hot it is, how busy it is, hurricane season. And after COVID-19, I just felt that it was probably better for us to change our holiday. We had a chat as a family, and we decided that probably March was the best time for us because the weather's great, if not a little on the chilly side. Apparently now, I don't know how 15 degrees plus is chilly, but apparently it is. And it also meant that we could tick off a couple of things. We're going in the anniversary year, so there were things that were going to be closed this year that possibly will be open then. Also, I'm 40 next year, so I can tick off the I went to Disney for my 40th. And it just felt that actually March was going to be better for us. So yes, we are still going to Disney World. We're going in March. We're staying at the French Quarter. We still currently have dining plan. I don't know what's happening with dining plan. Obviously this year's dining plan system, Disney has chosen to cancel so that they can keep control of their social distancing. And I totally understand why. I mean, it's all well and good saying we want a social distance. We only want the parks to have X amount of people in them, or a percentage of the allowance. However, how do you manage that if you give everyone the exact same holiday as they've been given before? You kind of can't. So I understand why they've done the reservation system, why they've got rid of the dining plan, because I would be furious if I'd had the dining plan and then actually I couldn't eat at most of the places that I would have eaten on that dining plan. So I get why they've done what they've done. But for us, it meant that that wasn't going to be the holiday that we wanted. Therefore, we decided to change to March. So yeah, that's what's happening. The great thing about changing to March is that we were able to fit in 2 nights Universal as opposed to 1, which for me works better. Lucas loves the rides at Universal, and he's at that age where actually some of those rides are way more appropriate for him. So yeah, that's where we are. So I just wanted to share with you a couple of the things that I have purchased at the moment for our holiday, and talk through kind of how we're going to go about starting to plan, maybe a couple of little tips on planning. So first things first, I purchased this, which is a play suit from Asda. They had some Disney play suits in. I bought 2. One is coral and it has Mickey on, maybe, I can't remember. I've worn it, otherwise I'd show it you. I wore it when we had some really good weather, and it's kind of in the wash. So this is the other one. As you can see, this is black with minis with the little pink bow. I love a good play suit for the parks. I love anything that is lightweight. I also want something that's going to keep my legs from being sore, but isn't going to make me overly hot like trousers possibly would, unless you get linen ones, but still can still be a bit hot. I then, because I'd been searching Disney clothes, got like a pop-up for a company called Hype. I didn't know they did Disney stuff. I'd never heard of them up until this point, and so I purchased this for my son, which is a Disney t-shirt in red, and then it kind of has the I think it says Hypester or something down their sides, and this was in their sale and was £10, so I didn't really mind. And then because I was on their site, they popped up, you know when you buy something and it says, because you bought this, we thought you might like this. Well, smart Hype. They had a sale on, and a bit of background. The last holiday we went on to Orlando, we chose to take pull-along suitcases as our check-in luggage, as well as our carry-on luggage. I don't think that benefits us this time round, simply because we kind of want to get off the plane, get stuff done, get on. And you'll all know that moment when you come out of the customs hall and there's a man or a lady who work at the airport and they are kind of directing you to put your baggage on a baggage carousel. I did that last time. And I waited an hour and a half at the other terminal for them to arrive. It was a nightmare because I had a 4-year-old who was tired and grouchy and hungry. So we thought this time one of the better options for us was going to be if we all took backpacks as our carry-on luggage. So I already have a backpack, which I used at Disneyland Paris, because it's a baby changing bag that I got off Amazon. Now, the great thing is it has all these little bits and pockets for things like bottles, but you can use it for your juice, for water, lots of different sections. There's a section that is like foiled so that you can put anything that's damp in there and it's not going to ruin the rest of your bag. It also has a battery charging pack, so you can charge your phone and things. So yeah, however, my son didn't have one and this popped up. It is a Zerg backpack, as you can see. Now, my son loves Zergs. I don't know why he always wants to be the bad guy from films, but he always does. He has a thing for them, and Zerg, particularly in Toy Story, he really loves. So this is basically the box that Zerg would come in if you bought him as a toy. Now you can see, hang on, that this is the base of the backpack. So it's a very deep base, so it's going to be quite a wide backpack. It's meant to look like the Zerg box. I don't know if this means that it has the waterproof inside like mine does, but I'm really hoping so. We haven't actually opened it yet to see just how big this is, but we think this is definitely great for carry-on. It's also going to mean that when we go over to Universal, he can put his clothes in here, and I don't think it's unreasonable then to carry that across as opposed to taking a big pull-along suitcase. Yeah, so we bought that. And then those of you that know me will know that I absolutely love a lot to plan. So this time round, I just felt that planning was going to be crucial for us as a family, because there's so much that we felt that last time we missed. Even though we had a plan, it was a plan created by me and no one else, because I thought I knew what people would want to do. And then when we got there were things that the boys wanted to do that we just didn't have in the plan. Therefore, this time round, I thought, right, this has got to be a family get together, a family planning. And I wanted to be able to create that in a way that means that when we get there, we have all the information at our fingertips. So I went online and I kind of looked up Disney planning, and there was lots and lots of different printables, free printables, things like that. However, on Etsy, there was this, which is from Pixie Printables. I'll leave her link down below. And basically what happens is you pay her a small fee and she will send you PDFs that she has already created. And there are something like 54 PDFs of planning pages. So yeah, this is our plan, as you can see. Oh, I just need to hit myself in the nose. So I'll just show you a little bit about our plan. So it has obviously our front page telling you whose vacation it is, and then just some details of our plan. There's options in here for dining, there's options in here for rides, there's pages in here for souvenirs. If you're that family that likes to bring souvenirs home, there's pages that you can make a plan of, yes, I definitely bought this for Nana or whatever it is. She also gives you, hang on, I'll show you now. She also gives you pages around all the different parks. So here I have a list of all the different parks, and inside there are 2 lists per park of attractions and restaurants. And for me, that's great because I can give that to the boys and I can say, right, we've gone through these, I've checked that they're things that we can, they're places that we can eat at, but this is the list. Go away, have a look, see if this is somewhere you want to be at. and it makes that kind of planning section a lot easier for me and for them. The ride section particularly, I love having that planning section, not just the fast pass element, because I don't know what's happening with fast passes. I know there aren't any at the moment, and I know that going forward that might change the way they do it. They might do it a little bit more like the Rise of the Resistance, where there's a boarding group, but in there's a list of rides and attractions, and then I can give that to them and say, right, which ones would you like to do, so I can at least try and put that in the plan. What I tend to do, or what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to ask them for 5 rides that they literally cannot do without. They've got to be in the plan. 5 rides that are, if we've got time, let's add those in, and 5 rides of no, never, don't want to do that, don't put it in the plan, otherwise I'm going to stamp my feet and I refuse to do it. I can guarantee that my son is going to say It's a Small World is on his never list, because he hates that ride. I think the term he used was, it was a box of nightmares. Now, I have got a plan to maybe get him to go back on it, because I don't think he'll want to do Frozen ever after either. The last time we went to Disney World, Frozen had not long come out, the first Frozen, and everything was Frozen. And for him, I think it was just Frozen overload. So all the girls in his school were watching Frozen all the time. They were all singing Let It Go. And I think he just had enough, and it's on his list of meh stuff. So I think probably those 2 rides, but I'm going to try and like trade one for the other. I don't know. We will see as time goes on. And I know that obviously, like, my husband doesn't do roller coasters, so on his list of things there may be, I don't want to go on Expedition Everest, I don't want to do Space Mountain, I don't want to do Rock and Roller Coaster, whatever it is, because then I know that I'm not forcing anyone to do anything they don't want to do. But yeah, so that's the planning side of things. Going forward, I'm probably going to do a couple of videos about where we are in the plan. Right now, the only thing I know is roughly what restaurants we want to eat in for our table service credits, if they still exist, because I originally had those planned out anyway for the other holiday, so just slotting them in. And the only other thing I know is that we want to plan in a boys' day, and we want to plan in a Mum and Lucas day, because we really like to take that time where one of us as parents gets some time to ourselves, be it to lie by the pool, read and drink, go to a bar, do something else. The boys really want to do the Void over at Disney Springs. So I thought, well, that would be great for them to do together, and I can have a day by the pool. My day by the pool will probably turn into half a day by the pool and me visiting other resorts if I'm allowed to do that. And then me and Lucas may do a day where he picks the park and we do something else, and Simon will rock off to the pool bar. Who knows? But yeah, that's how planning is going. That's how our time is going. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I will attempt to share more regularly with you what's going on in our Disney lives. Oh, also, before you go, can I just show you these? These are my, I don't know if you can see them, these are my Little Mermaid nails. They're just awesome, and I decided that I was going to take press-on nails to the parks, because last time I went I had acrylics and I think I broke 3 halfway in and they hurt, so I'm not doing that again. These will just pop off and I'll be able to change them for different patterns, etc. Okay, well, thank you all for watching. As always, please like and subscribe to the video if you want to see more of what we're doing at Disney, and other than that, have a wonderful week. Mwah.